Hey, Michal, how's it going?
It's wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. So we're here. It's Q&A, April 18th.
Yes.
Lots to
Yeah.
lots today, huh?
Lots of updates. Like it's like we do updates every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks there's so many. So
Yeah.
Walmart is busy. They're busy. They're changing a lot of things. They're really trying to do a lot of updates to help sellers again, create better listing, upload easier. We're gonna go over a couple of those things. Promotion, there's always different kind of promotion. They want you to tap in to get a little bit more traffic. I think last month they had like a baby month. And there's so much things going on. So we also see really nice increase in sales for a lot of sellers. So that's good. April is a good month.
Yeah, there's one slide in particular I can't wait to get to. Why don't you start? But there's some exciting news happening.
A lot of things happening. So let's do it. Apologize upfront. I have two dogs in my office, and we are live, so hopefully they will be quiet. So secure your account against phishing scams. So if they post something like that, and I know it's I heard with Amazon the same thing. There's phishing scams. There's people out there, they're gonna call you, pretend they're Walmart, or send you emails pretending they're Walmart, and try to get your account information, and then they're just gonna hack your account. So guys, be very, very careful who you give your information. Again,
If it's not from Walmart.com, you better question it, right?
yeah, and again, they're not supposed to call you. They're not supposed to send you kind of weird emails. Always make sure, if you're not sure, copy paste the email and open a case and ask, if that's legit. Make sure where the email is coming from, if what they ask you. So again, be very aware. There is a lot of phishing scams going on right now with Walmart, and as far as I know, with Amazon is also like a
Oh
big
yeah, it's
problem right now.
crazy with Amazon. Hey, do you ever watch the YouTube channels about the guys that reverse the scammers?
I watched one guy that he was messing up with all the
Yeah.
scammers in India that do a lot of scams on like old people. And they scam their offices, and they put like different things in there. One day they
Reverses
had
the
like,
camera, deletes all their files.
yeah,
Man, I wish I could do that with some of these
yeah,
scams. And they're prevalent. So it's not just Walmart, like you were saying about Amazon, but for everything. I know my bank, I get a lot of phishing from that as well. And if you don't look at the text, or if you don't look at the email, man, my sister and brother both got their computers hijacked
yeah.
for ransom. Yeah.
Yeah, not to talk about Facebook, that you get a message from someone is like, oh, your friend is like, I cannot go to my account. I need you to help me. And then they they already hacked this account. Now they're hacking you. And that's like, there's so much. Always be suspicious. Never open links and messages you're not sure where they're coming from.
That's just a friendly reminder.
Yes.
All right. So one of the next slides, first of all, we talk about this quite a bit, and usually there's some updates about this. But now Business Mentor, which is very helpful in your dashboard, is now called Success Hub, and now it has new recommendations, history tab, its own destination in the seller center. So you can talk about the restocking, replenishing of your invoice. It can talk to you and message you about, and it did this before, automate your pricing, match buy box price, meet and beat external price, add trending items, fulfill with Walmart, and restock WFS items. So check it out. I've always found that BizMentor has always been quite helpful. If you've never tried it before, it's just very easy to find. As soon as you log into Seller Center, it's right there. And
Yeah,
there's
and
a diagram here, by the way. So you'll see Success Hub, 4 messages right on this slide.
yes. And it's one of the tools that really can help you monitor your account health, your growth, and get your pro seller badge and keep it. And there's always promotions as well. So a lot of times if you follow their suggestion, you will get credit, and you can use that credit for ads or different things. So always be on top of everything that's going on. We talked about last 2 weeks ago about Google Ads, SEM. Right now they're giving you a $250 back if you spend $500, and if you have that budget, I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. It's
That's
really
great.
going to be worth it because
Right.
the results are really good. We see amazing results in the conversion.
Yeah, it's and I'll say it again, compared to the other platform, Walmart is really trying to get people to succeed.
Yeah.
And some people, depending on the category, might not see huge success right off the bat, but it's always great to be on the platform first rather than later. But yeah, 2 thumbs up. They're always trying very hard to engage and help you optimize. And this is one thing by using the suggestions in Success Hub.
Yes, let's go to our next slide. All right, item spec 5.00. So a lot of people know what I'm talking about, and some people is like, oh, what do you do? Okay, so when you create listing for Walmart, you can either do it on the web or do it the right way. The best way that will get you the best result is using a spec sheet. It's similar to Amazon Prat file. There is an Excel where you put your title, description, SKU, and then you have a really clear view to add your attribute that are extremely important. So attribute can be different things like if there is a special occasion, the materials, and all kind of different questions that that information is extremely important for your back end optimization. So never ignore those. Those are really important. And you can always fix it. Go to your Walmart listing score, and when you click on each item, you can go to attribute, and they're going to tell you if there is any really important attribute that is missing. But let's go back and talk about the new spec. So here is the thing. They're always updating the spec. The reason why is because they, paying attention to issues that sellers have or seller complain or all kind of things like that. So this is why they keep on updating that spec. So a lot of times if you have a spec that you downloaded a while ago and you're going to try to upload it, it's not going to take it. This is why every time when you create listing and you upload the spec, make sure the spec is so fresh. It's mean you just downloaded it today, yesterday. Do not try to upload specs that are even a couple of days old. Make sure it's because again there is so many changes, and this is why sometimes it's just not going to accept it. So when you create listing, go to add an item and download that spec. You download the spec by category. So this update is very important because they're letting you to choose the item mapping to product type. So in the past, what happened, you did not have control over that. And the product type is very important because that's one of the things that kind of the algorithm is looking at when customer come and put a search term. They're kind of trying to match it by different things, but one of them is a product type to make sure it's a really good fit, right? So in this spec, you have the option to choose your product type. So you have more control in your category, your subcategory. Walmart calling it shelves, what shelves you're at, product type. So I think that's a really good update. Let's see how it's going to work. I'm going to let you know. You can, they're saying you can accept an increase in content quality, which can help you qualify for the pro seller badge, because we know that big part of your badge is the quality of your listing. So again, I want to remind you, if you have listings on your account that are out of stock or you're not selling, please go and retire them, because they're just going to hurt you. So make sure you go and retire them. And then they're not going to be calculated in the total score of your average listing score. Increase attribute relevancy. It says that item spec 5.0 have removed 60% of the generic attributes. So they're trying to use only attributes that are really, really relevant, not just like, 50 attributes, just the one that are really important. So they removed a lot of the old ones. So that's good, because again, a lot of times, and again, if you have like 20 attributes on the spec sheet, you don't have to fill them out. You just fill out the one that makes sense to you, or the one you know how to answer, and then go to the listing score to see which one you missed that is really important. Increase attribute by up to 65% with more price item attribute. So I'm not sure what is that really, but again, go to the update, make sure you check it out. And again, I really recommend to use the spec sheet because you will always get much better result in your optimization and your category and your subcategory and product type.
All right. Okay, so this is the slide I was talking about that I'm excited about. You're seeing Amazon start to do this with taking niches and doing a Prime Day special, which is just happening now. But for Walmart, they're doing something similar. They're doing a National Pet Month. It's not a day, but it's a month, and they are promoting pets. And you can do so. You can take part in this as long as you provide a coupon code. Really, it's got to be a minimum of 15% discount. So if you've got the margin in there to use 15%, it might be a great way to promote your pet products and get some new business, especially if you've got a recurring or a subscription-based product. Get them. One of the rules that I like to use is if I can get the brand into the person's hand and try it at a discount, then will they come back? And hopefully, if the product's good enough, they will. So just check it out. This month is National Pet Month, or not this month, May 1st.
May. So you have, they're giving you enough time to create your spec sheets. Again, you go and you create promo, and do not go to your inventory and manage item and go there and reduce the price. That's not the right way to do it. So please don't do that. Go and download a price spec. It's very, very simple spec to fill out, and take 50% off of your original price and upload it. And the effect is that you're going to start showing up on those events for free. You don't need to do anything. The only thing you need to do is create that promo. So again, I love that. I love those. And usually if you do it, you will see more sales. You will definitely see more traffic and sales. All right, let's go to the next one. Reason code for unpublished items. So, in your account, a lot of times you see your item is unpublished for so many reasons. So right now they're trying to make it easier to review unpublished item with high shipping price. So Walmart renamed the reasonable price not satisfied listing issue to a reasonable price ship price not satisfied. So they just did a little changes on the way they wording it to make it easier for you to see the issue. So again, Walmart is all about giving the customer free and fast shipping. You will get much better placement and visibility when you have fast free shipping. So this is, sometimes it can be a challenge. Maybe you sell oversized items and it's taking you a couple of days to ship it, and maybe you need to charge shipping. So that's a challenge for those sellers. But if you do sell items that you can do free shipping and fast shipping, and make sure you update your settings.
All right. Now, this is the next one is notifications. So we've got notifications. We all know about it, but you might have seen that you're receiving information by email or in your seller center under the notification sign. But one of the things that you can do now is manage the frequency of when you want to receive these notifications. Do you want them batched or the timing? Well, actually, for the batching, this is something that we just talked about in Success Hub. Under notifications now, you can get a weekly update of the notifications for Success Hub, which is kind of cool because then you can be notified. It could just give you, well, in case you forget, just give you a little nudge in case you're missing out on something. So there's a few new features under notifications via email, or you can go in and just like you normally would go and check your notifications. So there's just a few new settings. Anything to add to that, Michal? Have you seen anything else?
No, but I know a lot of new sellers sometimes don't get notified when they get an order or anything, and then it's because they never went to notification and turn it on. So if you're a new seller, make sure you go to your settings and notification and turn on all the notification you want to receive. And I think they even give you the option to add more users. If you have VAs on the account, if you want a specific VA will get notification for all the orders, you can set it up. So there is different things you can do in there to make sure you don't miss out, any update or order you receive.
All right. Okay, next slide.
So shipping action needed. I think it's kind of a little bit relevant to what we talked just about the meeting the shipping speed and price and not to get unpublished. So shipping action needed, edit your operating schedule. So I'm not sure if you know, but when you go to your shipping setting, there is a lot of things you can update in there. It's like the days you ship, the hours, what is your cutoff. If you go on a vacation, you can turn off those days, so you're still gonna get the orders, but the customers see that you can ship from that date, so it's not really gonna hurt you. So there's a lot of things. So they're asking you here to make sure you update your shipping and fulfillment policy. Seller need to configure the operation schedule in Seller Center to reflect the following. The cutoff time for receiving order must be set no earlier than 11 a.m. It means if you tell them, oh, I can ship every day till 8 a.m., that's unacceptable. You need to have at least 11 a.m. and you can choose your zone. So it's mean Pacific time, Eastern time, you can choose what zone. So when you set up a time, it can fit your zone, or if your warehouse is in a different state, you make sure you set it up correctly. Because a lot of time we use in prep centers or different fulfillment, and they have their pickup at 1 p.m. It's mean that they will only process your orders till 12 p.m. So if you set it up correctly, it shouldn't hurt you, because if you have an item that need to ship today, and you put the right cutoff, you're not going to have situation when you cannot fulfill this order today. So make sure you set it up. This can take up to 15 days off in the calendar year for preferred shipping days. So make sure you go there under shipping settings and make sure you setting it all up. For example, I'm gonna be off next week, so I just remember just a minute before we started the live, I'm like, oh, I have to go turn off Monday and Tuesday because I'm not gonna be able to ship anything. So that's good that you have this option.
All right. Okay. The next one, I don't know if any of you have experienced this before, but this is for fraudulent shipments or canceling fraudulent shipments. And really, before you could get any credit back, you have to make sure that the Walmart risk prevention team has already validated this. So you'll get and I'll just come right up from the slide. When canceling fraudulent orders, this is really important. It can't be validated. So the cancel fraud stop shipment code cannot be generated unless the Walmart risk prevention team knows about it and has validated it. And also, if you see something or if you suspect some fraud that's happening in your account, then you have to notify them. So you'll just reach out to the team and report that there's an issue, and they'll take it from there. But again, nothing's going to happen unless you talk to the risk prevention team, and then they'll, not you, they'll generate the stop shipment code. And believe me, I've seen this on the other platform. This could save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and just frustration. So make sure, check your accounts. If you see some sort of weird activity going on, just make sure that you check with the team. I'm not sure. Do you have anything to add to that?
I don't know. It's just like you really need to be aware of the orders. I usually, I don't pay, luckily I never got a fraud order. Sometimes you will always have those customers that complain that they never got the order. It's always going to happen once in a while. Actually didn't have those for a while. But it can happen. And then what happened is Walmart will give them their money back and you lost your item. So in this case, from my experience, especially if it's USPS, something that USPS is doing for years is updating the tracking as delivered when it actually was not delivered. So that's something they're doing. Hopefully they stop doing that. But a lot of time what's going to happen is that it says delivered and then the customer didn't get it. And then the day after they deliver it or 2 days after, right? So that can happen because sometimes, a lot of times the mailman couldn't get everything delivered on time. So you're just going to mark it as delivered just not to get in trouble or something. But then we get in trouble for him doing that. So you always ask the customer, please give me 48 hours for the item to be delivered, and then we can see if we can give you a refund or something. So that's like one of the things that usually work. But again, there is frauds. I think a Walmart system is kind of smart enough to detect those frauds. But if they're not, and you got a fraud order, again, this is why it's good to pay attention, just to make sure, maybe somebody order too many items, or you see him ordering again, or maybe his address is very suspicious. But it's good that what they're doing here, they're giving you the option to cancel order for fraud. So it's not going to hurt your score, because if you just cancel orders because you're out of stock or you cannot ship it, it's going to hurt your account health. So things like the customer asks to cancel or fraud should not hurt your account health. So they're giving you those options just to protect you, not to get into issues with your account.
All right. Okay, I think you have a special announcement.
Oh, okay. Yes. So something I never did before, and I really wanted to do it because I really want to make sure people in our mastermind, we have 2 meetings every month. Usually one meeting is training and one is just meeting when we just gather and we just talk and people can ask questions and get like one-on-one. And I really wanted to do it to as much more people as possible, just to give people the opportunity to come live with me and just talk and tell me if they have any issues, anything we can help. Because we notice in those meetings, people come with an issue and other people can solve it, or other people telling about something they went through, and then we all learn from that experience. So it's really helping everyone succeed better and know that you're not alone. Because, if you're alone in that Walmart world and you don't get any support, sometimes, you can get frustrated. So this is why we started that Facebook group. The whole thing is to give everyone support and make sure that you have a place that is very safe. And again, we're working really hard to keep that group very, very safe. And as you see, there's no scammers in this group. There is no, different kind of unlegit people offering different services and things like that. Again, we're really working hard to monitor this group, make sure it's very safe environment for you to ask questions and get response from experienced seller. So again, today I have a group call, and I'm happy to open it to everyone that want to jump and have. If you have any Walmart question, please join us today. The link is in the comments, and we will be happy to hang out with you.
Okay. Last but not least, I don't know if anybody's listening is interested in AI, but my buddy and partner, Kevin King, and I are doing something different, very unique. And this is bringing some of the top, I think there's a total of 19 now, top AI speakers from around the world onto a webinar. It's 100% free. There is no pitching that's going on. This is just pure content. Every speaker gets 6 minutes followed up by action steps. We just want to provide content. And this is not just an Amazon or Walmart webinar, but it's for anyone who's trying to get better productivity, better understanding, prompting, or if you just want to jump into the AI game and you heard a lot about it, well, you'll hear about it from the top experts, and you'll see what people are doing in writing copy or video or images, or just putting out just better content. So if you're interested, it's marketingmisfits.co, not .com, marketingmisfits.co. And the page is up there. You'll see everybody. And then if you're interested, it is something very unique. We've never done this in the past.
Yeah, I recommend nobody to miss it, because, a lot of people, they know about AI, but they don't use it. You really have to catch up with the AI. If you don't use it, you really have to pause and start using it, because, it's not that AI is gonna, they say that a lot of people think AI can, place people, but it's not really gonna place people, but it's gonna place people that don't use AI. That's what's gonna happen. So very important to know AI, to use it. My best friend right now, like literally, I have a new best friend in my phone. When you go to your WhatsApp, you have AI in your WhatsApp. So the last couple of days, I didn't feel so good. So I was keep on asking him questions, or if I want images, it's going to create me. In your WhatsApp, on the top, you have like a little circle. You just click on that. It's going to open AI, and you can ask the WhatsApp AI everything. It can write you emails, it can write you posts, it can create you images, it can give you information. If you, like me, I didn't feel good. I was like putting my symptoms, what it can be. It's just in 1 second, even not, it's just shooting out everything. Not recommending to use a lot of AI and Google to look for your symptoms, because it's really stressful to see all this weird stuff that can be, But anyway, for our point, AI should be your best friend. And I signed up, Norm, so I will be there.
Oh, awesome. But you said your best friend. I didn't receive anything. I didn't receive any texts. I didn't receive any emails.
Yes. So I don't know. We should make a video, show you how to use that. And again, it's in your WhatsApp, and everybody now have WhatsApp.
You're going to see that in all sorts of apps.
Yeah, now they have it in your iPhone too. There's another way to set up AI. When you write something, you can turn on AI, and you have everywhere. Yeah, you have it right now. I saw it yesterday inside Instagram. It just popping up in every, almost every app you're using.
Yeah. And I think the trick to that is going to be using it properly to get the most out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people are just going to use, just like an Excel spreadsheet, people can put in equals and, do a formula, very simple, 1 + 1, but to get the most out of it, get into pivot tables or other types of formulas so you get the most out of it, you've got to understand Excel. And by the way, if you are trying to do something with Excel, I was trying to do something the other day and I went to Google and I just couldn't get the answer. Typed it into ChatGPT, gave me the full formula, how to do it. I mean, it's just a time saver.
Yeah. Yeah, we love it.
All right, it looks like we got a couple of questions here.
All right, let's take some questions. Kelsey. Hi,
All
Kelsey.
right. Hello. Good to see you guys. We do have some questions. These are from the Facebook group. So I'm going to pop in a couple. These, if you do have any live questions too, please make sure you post them in the comment sections. We're going to go through these. We've got about 5, and one just came in from our Facebook user, Jules. So we'll make sure we answer that. The next question, you're up next. So if you do have any live questions, let us know in the comment sections and we'll get into them. The first question is there a benefit to adding Amazon ASIN information in your Walmart listing?
Definitely don't do it. It's a big no-no, because you just make it easier for them to kind of monitor your listing on Amazon. It's mean if you just drop the price or did a coupon code or something on Amazon and you didn't adjust it on Walmart, you're going to be unpublished. So again, you want to make it harder for them to match you with your listing on Amazon. So definitely don't do that.
Okay, next question, and let's do Jules' question here. I have a number of items I'm currently not selling, but plan on selling them again this summer. Are you saying to change my status to retire until I'm ready to sell the items again?
That is a great question, Jules. So one of the reasons we want to retire items is because we want to get our average listing score higher. So go to those items in growth opportunity and see their score. If their score is 98, 80, 90, 100, that's fine. They can stay because they don't hurt you, just they help you with your score, get your score higher. The only thing that they can hurt you is because you have items out of stock, and that sometimes can affect your account. And again, it's easy to unretire it. So even if you retire something, it doesn't mean you can never, ever sell it again. You can always go back, put the UPC, and it's gonna give you the option to publish it again. So again, it's really all about the score of your listings.
All right, our next question is there a number you can spark or speak to a live person about issues on the seller market as a seller instead of emailing?
Is there a number you can? Okay, so you mean to talk with a live person at Walmart?
I think that's what they mean, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Not really. Sometimes Walmart, I don't know how they do it, but sometimes they will pick sellers, they will go live with them and ask them questions or show them a new feature they're working on to get your feedback. But again, I cannot tell you how you can get into those calls, right? What I can tell you is that luckily, we have an agency that is a Walmart partner, so we have our whole team at Walmart that we can communicate daily and just bug them anytime. And we do that. We message them all day long with any issue that we're facing. So you can send me that question and I will be happy to forward that. Another thing you can do is go to the Walmart seller event in August in San Francisco, and you will have hundreds of people from Walmart. You can meet and talk, and I'm sure they will be happy to hear you. But again, please let us know what's your issue, because we would love to hear. Again, all of you that listening, if you have anything that you think Walmart can make better, anything that you think they're doing wrong, any suggestion, anything, please feel free to post that in the group, because we can actually show them that we have access to a lot of people that we can talk and get their feedback on that.
And that's important. There's 4,000 people in the group, and we can leverage each other to get information or reach out to people. Like, it's a big network. So I'd encourage people to join the group if you're not already in the group.
All right, from David, what are your thoughts on CAP? Walmart continues to bring down my prices. I don't want to disable CAP if it's beneficial to my store.
Yeah, you know, that is very challenging because you give Walmart the permission to price your item with, you know, whatever you give them the limitation, and what you see is that they continue lowering your price. So it's, you know, it's either you let them do it, or either you stop it and you're gonna try monitor that price a little bit better. It's really depend. For me, when I sell any product on a page that I have a lot of competition, I'm gonna stop for a couple minutes and I'm gonna actually go do like a deep dive into the competition to understand them. Are they big seller? Are they small seller? Do they have one unit, a lot of units? You can go to that seller, add to cart, and add 99 items just to see how much units you have. Because a lot of times I have sellers that selling very low, but then I go and I can see they only have really small amount on inventory. So I prefer to be patient and wait till they're gonna be out, then start competing the price. Rarely I will lower my price, but I will try to, again, make sure to check my competition. And another thing, make sure you do everything you can to be in the buy box. So number one, be a pro seller. Number two, use WFS. And number three, make sure all your accounts set up really correctly with your shipping, with your pricing. If you have those and your price is a little bit higher than your competition, you can still get the buy box, because if your competition doesn't have WFS or pro seller badge, you will always get the buy box. And again, sometimes the Walmart will show you in the buy box by location, right? But if your competition is if it's really, there's a war in here, a price war, and you do choose to use the cup, just make sure that you're monitoring that, and that you have, you put your limit correctly. And if you see that it's just not working, maybe just disable it for that product or for a while. So again, it's really, it's very specific to the item and your competition, I think. Any thought, Norm, on that?
No, I think you nailed it. Yeah, don't have anything else to say.
All right, and we have 2 questions left. Last question, unless if there's any more from the live audience, if you'd like to share your comments, we've got 2 more left, so get them in quick. Do you know where to upload the maintenance spec sheet if you do the update with GTINs?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when you go to update items, you go step by step to choose a spec that you need. Again, you can choose a spec for the catalog. That's usually the maintenance spec to create new products, spec for promotions, pricing, inventory, shipping, all kind of stuff like that. So where in exact that page where you download that spec, leave that page open, because when you go back to that page, under it you have the upload. So the upload is always at the same page. Or you can just go pretend again that you want to download the spec, and you're going to see that box that says upload. So it's always going to be right there.
All right, and our last question, is there a certain process for ungating on Walmart? I can't list a brand I have been ungated on Amazon for years with. I sent invoices and I'm new to Walmart.
So if you send invoices and they still say no, so maybe this brand can be an issue. if you can try get a letter from the brand that give you the authorization to sell, or maybe a letter from the supplier. Let's say you buying it from a wholesale or distributor. If they can give you a letter that say that you buy the inventory from them and they have the right to sell it to you, so that can help as well. And again, just be persistent. I think when you're persistent, you will always get what you want.
Yeah, and don't expect that the larger brands, like let's say for Nike, you'll not be able to sell a Nike shoe. They are gated, and there's like the larger brands expect that. You can try, but yeah, usually it's more of the micro brands that you can sell and you can be competitive with. But if it's a large brand, not a micro brand, you'll probably see that happening.
Yeah, and one last tip that I really want to say to everyone: if you're reselling, there's thousands of brands out there that are not on Walmart. And one of the ways to meet them is when you go to trade shows or just do a research online. And a lot of them, they will have issue you selling on Amazon, but if you tell them, oh, I sell on Walmart, a lot of them will be, okay, they don't have the problem. And if you have a good pitch, you can get those brands to let you be the exclusive seller on Walmart. So that's one of the things. I know a couple of people that I'm working with that's what they're doing, and they get exclusive from different brands to sell on Walmart, and that's amazing. So, and again, there's so much opportunities out there.
One question from Tanya left. Is it safe to help other businesses to register accounts for them from my computer where I have my own account, or is it better to do a VPN?
That is such a good question. I'm not sure about the correct answer. In general, I would say, yeah, don't use the same IP address if you have account on that IP address. Because we know from Amazon that, if they see two accounts on the same IP address, in the past, they're just going to close one of the accounts, right? I don't know what's going on right now, but it's kind of an alert. Walmart, I don't hear stories like that, so I cannot tell you. Maybe it is not safe, but just to be safe, open the account, go to Starbucks, go somewhere else with a different IP address, or use VPN to open another account. That's what I would say. And I don't know if Kelsey have it, but we do have a special link for you to apply to Walmart, where you get priority, and we can kind of help you if there is any issue. So, yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I think he's also frozen. Kelsey,
Yep.
are you there? Done. All right. Anyway,
he's in Canada. He's in Canada, and he's probably got 1 kilobyte up or down. So
yes. So you have all the links in the comments, and thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you soon again. And again, next Thursday we have our live podcast, so make sure to join us, and have a wonderful weekend. I think it's getting hot everywhere, so I'm excited. Norm, I hope it stopped raining by you.
Nope, it's raining for the next 2 or 3 days. Yep.
Oh, sorry for that, but yeah, thank you, and we will see you next week.
All right, see you later.